Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So we looked at gold and Bitcoin yesterday after vast moves that it's been doing over the last week or so. We're looking at Forex pairs today because the dollar seems to be taking a back seat ahead of Fed Chair Jerome Powell's testimony later today and also the ECB interest rate decision tomorrow, which is supposedly going to be held. There isn't expected to be any further rate hikes from not only the ECB but any big global central banks as well. The hiking cycle seems to be over, so now we're just seeing what the repercussions are in the market. Excuse me, and we'll see if we can have more of an upturn in price action for the competitors of the dollar. So let's look at the euro dollar first of all. Got on the 4-hour chart, just want to see the intraday movements, and at the moment, as you can see here, we have had this steady downturn for the majority of this year up until the middle of February. But now, as you can see here, nice V-shaped recovery taking place. We have cracked the 108 handle for the first time in a couple of weeks. This was a bit of a false break at the moment, but as you can see here, we've got a nice bullish candle starting to emerge. So this has more of a confirmation break than this was when we did have a spike all the way close to 108.80. So this is what we'll just be looking at if we can, now that we've broken this particular area of resistance where we saw the tops of these candlesticks. Now we're just waiting to see if that's going to have more of an impact, especially with the RSI going into the overbought zone as well. So with that being said, we're not really looking likely that we'll have such a sharp downturn, but obviously resistance levels are there for a reason. So just watch out if you are trading the Forex pair of the euro dollar. Speaking of the dollar, let's just go into other categories. We've got the dollar yen as well. We'll just pull this back a little bit just to see the dissension, because at the moment we saw quite a big top on the dollar, as I said, in the middle of February when it started to kind of lose its pace. Since then, the dollar yen has really been stuck in this quite consolidative zone at the moment. But as you can see here, a bit like the euro dollar, we did have this false break here, but now because it's more of a bullish candlestick, we're seeing this more of a confirmation to the downside, and it could actually keep on pushing a bit lower as well. We are seeing a slight oversold status on the RSI, so this could mean that price action could start moving a bit higher, but as you can see, we are waiting for that to happen. If we do get a slight retracement, then we'll see if we can still stick in this particular channel that we have been in for the last couple of weeks. So very, very important there. And finally, just looking at the pound dollar, much like the euro dollar, we are seeing after this vast dissension in price action in the middle to the end of February, now we're steadily rising, and now the sterling is on the front foot, as well as the euro and the yen as well. So just take a look at the markets across the board. The dollar is slightly falling, especially with gold rising so high, moving over $100 in just a week's time. So this has really been very, very significant in the markets. The only thing I would say to look out for is when we're looking on price action on the RSI, we can see that if we do get into the overbought or oversold status, expect some slight divergences to appear. If we do get a drop on this, then naturally it will be this bearish divergence bringing price action lower. So just keep an eye on that as well, and we'll see if that has any repercussions in the market. So thank you very much for joining me today. We'll be looking at probably the major moves on the ECB, on the Fed tomorrow, to see if there's any opportunities laying there. Look out for the US indices as well. They're starting to drop a little bit. Is it a correction or is it a full reversal that's going to be happening at the moment? We'll have to wait and see. But we'll obviously bring you the latest in all the big market moves, and this video will be posted on our Instagram and Telegram and YouTube channel. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll speak again next time. Bye for now.